So I'm making this video because there's a lot of people out there who do not want you to be well. So I'm making this video because there's a lot of people out there who do not want you to be well. And if you are struggling with any kind of sickness or chronic disease, there's a lot of information, there's a lot of limitations, there's a lot of schemes that are happening to make sure that you stay sick, that you stay in the same situation. And to be educated is to be free. And so I want to share some things that can help you to understand how to take alternative approaches to make sure that you don't fall into the trap that they're setting up. And I want to explain something very important to you today. But before I do, make sure, and this is very important, that you subscribe to this page, because I'm going to show you how they're trying to hide information from you from people who are really trying to help you to find non-toxic solutions to your health problems. Make sure you like this video, and again, subscribe to this page. Now listen, there's a new rule out now, and I want to educate you so that you can know where to look to find the natural solutions that you're looking for. But there is a new rule that most social media platforms are taking, and I don't want to say the platforms, I don't want them to take this video down, because if you say the wrong thing, they will take the video down. Now, there's certain rules that are coming out where if you don't give information that is in sync with the World Health Organization, then they consider the information as harmful. And the way they define this information as being harmful is if it disagrees with them. That's it. That you are misinformed if it disagrees with what they say. And we know that's not the truth, because there's a lot of people who've been healed and who have gotten levels of freedom from disease from a natural approach or from an alternative method, because when they went to the doctor and got on medication, it didn't solve the problem. It masked the problem, and it just really covered the symptoms, but it didn't address what was really happening. And so then you look up a couple of years later after taking medication, and now what started with one medication may wind up with 2 or 3 medications. What started with one problem winds up being 2 and 3 different problems. And so it's a cycle that goes on and on, because it's not really being addressed by a lot of the medications that's being pumped your way. And so there's this new thing now where maybe the video won't be taken down, but if you go into the search box and you're looking for how to cure diabetes or a ketogenic diet or whatever it is that you want to look up to find, those who have been pillars in the health world, the algorithm and their videos are now being hidden, and they're now showing general medical approaches or whatever. Like I say, the World Health Organization, whatever is like standardized, that hasn't been working, by the way, for a lot of people, that is actually being moved up on the algorithm. And so then when you search for certain things, you're going to see health topics that are discussed by people who don't know what the heck they're talking about, honestly. And I just want to say that because it really disturbs me, because what it looks like is that they don't want you to be well. They want you to stay sick. They want you to make sure that there is no other approach. Even though this one approach is not working, they don't want to allow you the capability to get alternative methods to be able to cure your problem. And a lot of people now are going to be in a lot of trouble, because when they go looking for solutions, they're not going to find it. They're going to find people who don't know what they're talking about. They're going to find the world of health for people who don't look at real case studies, don't honestly work with real research. They don't look at the actual data. They don't even care if people are being really cured or healed by whatever medication that they give them. A lot of doctors, they just give you medication. They don't find out what the side effects are, if it's damaging your kidneys or your other organs. if it's causing more problems. There's a specific pill out now that they're just giving people to help with diabetes and weight loss and things like that. They're not going to share the fact that you could be potentially messing with your muscle mass that gets taken away from your body. And by the way, that's part of the weight that you may lose. And you may never, ever be able to get that muscle mass back. Is that really worth it in the long run? If you lose muscle mass, if you're getting muscle mass taken away from your body from a particular drug, then you are going to mess with your ability to have longevity. You are going to age very fast. Forget about anti-aging and reverse aging and all of that. You lose muscle mass, you are going to compromise your joints, your immune system, your ability to be strong. If you're weak and you fall over, especially if you're older and you break your hip, statistics and studies shows you're much more likely, you're at a higher risk to wind up dying within the next year or two. And these are things that you want to avoid as you age. You want to be stronger. You don't want to be feeble and weak and can't do regular routine. And there are particular drugs that's compromising your life, your future, your last 10 years of living. And that is not called loving or helping people or serving people by no means. When you give people information that makes them die quicker, makes them deteriorate quicker so that you can get more money in your pocket. And so that's why it's important. That's why I said subscribe to this page, because you may not see information if you look up certain things. You may not see people who really care, people who are really health advocates, people who have studied certain particular topics for years where they find alternative solutions that's helping people. But no, they want these type of videos hidden. Why? Because they are declaring that it is harmful to the audience. How is it harmful if you're showing them methods that's actually healing them? It's not helping them die quicker, it's helping them to preserve their life and to reverse their age and to heal their disease and to reverse damage to the body and to the brain. Why would they consider messages like this harmful to human beings? But yet they continue to push the agenda that they have. So a lot of people don't know this. And so you want to be able to follow methods, because what's going to happen is the learning curve is about to change, because now people are not going to learn other methods of being able to endure and overcome certain aspects that they're dealing with in their health and certain limitations. It's going to be very hard when they push their agenda, because you're going to wind up going in the wrong direction. And often by the time somebody come looking for other solutions, it's because whatever they were given, whatever they were fed is not working. And so now they want to only give people one way, one road to their health. How does that work if that one way and that one road is not working for them and is actually causing them more damage? And now they're looking for other solutions that they can't find. That means that they stay sick, they stay deteriorating, they stay going down the hill. And that's exactly what they want, because they get a lot more money. There's a lot involved on their end. There's a lot of gain. It's a self-agenda. It's a self-regulated, self-consumed agenda that doesn't have your best in mind. And my whole approach is this. If somebody is experiencing chronic disease and they're on medication and they're getting these solutions and things seem to be getting worse, now they can't think or they can't function right, they can't sleep good, and all of these other things that are going on in their body. And if somebody has tried a method and it's just not working for them, like they're getting worse or they're not overcoming, okay? You're either going forward or backwards. You're not at a standstill. As the days go on, if nothing is changing, you're still going backwards, in my opinion. And if that be the case and you're looking for different solutions, why would somebody decide to stop a person from learning other, again, non-toxic approaches and alternatives and natural solutions to be able to reverse their health problems? There's only one reason why, and that's what I'm here to share and here to help you to understand, that they want you to only have one solution. And a lot of times that solution does not work is because they don't want you to find other solutions. And it's sad that they would say that the right way or the non-misinformed way is just a straight and narrow road to what they have to say, even though a lot of people are showing signs that these ways are not working. So now if you look up something like a ketogenic diet, which in a mild way helps people to reverse chronic disease, for example, you have advocates at the top of the algorithm that says that it's dangerous. Like, I'm talking medium term. I'm not talking about anything extreme, but they say that it's dangerous and that just because it makes you lose weight, that doesn't make it healthy. It don't just make you lose weight. What about the people who are saying my problems from weight loss to brain functionality, to being able to sleep better and recover better, to getting rid of anxiety and insomnia, to not having certain symptoms like high blood pressure, heart palpitations, or being able to reverse my A1C levels, or being able to help my gut issues because I'm lowering sugar, which causes inflammation to the body. Like, all of these other things, no mention of that. It's just, if it's helping you lose weight, that doesn't make it healthy. But what about all the other things that is helping for certain people? And I'm not a huge advocate of the ketogenic diet to the point where there are no other ways. Yes, it helps. It helps. And I do recommend it to a lot of people, but I'm not saying that's the only way that a person can go. Some people just can't live on a ketogenic diet for the rest of their life. But if you wanted to take that approach, even just for a small period, to make sure that you're not consuming too much sugar that's causing inflammation to the body, yes, I advocate for that. Especially if you're going to come off the sugar and the processed foods and give your body a space and a chance to heal. So yeah, the ketogenic diet in balance helps to get you into more of a parasympathetic mode where your body can recover. And if you're not in that place, then your body can't even heal. But yet, if you wanted to go find information on it, there are people who have been advocating and who are intelligent in this particular topic, and you can't even find them anymore because of the algorithm change, because it does not align with what they say. But yet you'll get somebody on there who absolutely knows nothing about what they're talking about, who have not worked with patients or clients who have been on the ketogenic diet to see the blessing of being able to heal their body and so many other ailments, health ailments and health limitations. They haven't worked with people. They haven't had a number of people that could report back to them and say, oh my word, like I have the best clarity and the best level of focus and energy. My metabolism seems to now be functioning at a higher level. I feel like my body's fuel has increased and I'm able to not have to depend on medicine now for high blood pressure, because my blood pressure has come down and my A1C levels have come down and my blood sugar has come down and I don't feel pains in my body and I don't feel pains in my back and my neck and my joints, and I'm able to perform better. I'm able to work better. I'm able to exercise more and move more without being stiff in my body. And all of these amazing things, they haven't had the chance to listen to anybody tell them that. So why are they at the top of the algorithm? It doesn't make any sense. But I wanted to share this with you because that's what's happening. So you got to be clear about knowing at least the truth, the reality, and the obvious schemes that are happening to make sure that you don't get the information that you want to get. And like I said again, now there's going to be a push in the wrong direction, which is going to leave people in more pain and in more agony. And ultimately, it takes years away from their life because they could be reversing something that they're actually accelerating because they don't have the right information, and because we have platforms that have teamed up to make sure information is not pushed the right way. So please subscribe, because I do look at the research and I do pay attention to real live people and case studies and testimonials. And I look at the data that shows what's working and what's not. And I do believe that there is a such thing as bioindividuality, where sometimes one method does not work for this particular human being. And so if this way is not working, let's look at some other alternative methods that will work. What is wrong with that in the health world? Why are they blocking this, you guys? I want to continue to get this information out to you. And I'm not saying that everything works for everybody, but I am saying that I believe in the investigation of the solution so that people can get down to the root problem and reverse their disease, because people are dying that don't need to die, because some of these diseases are reversible. And I know there's a lot of variances. Don't get me wrong. There's always that other side of things where there are some things that are irreversible. And even some of those things, you can find ways to slow the progression down and to make sure that it's not accelerated. The whole point is to be able to inform people in ways that can give them the opportunity to have enough information and enough direction to where they can make an educated decision on their own. They cannot make an educated decision if they don't have the information available to them. And so this is pretty devastating to me, and it really breaks my heart, because I really want to see people get the help that they need. And I know in order for them to do that, they have to be educated. And I know that people perish because of a lack of knowledge. So please make sure that you subscribe to this page, because I will continue to get information out to you, and I will continue to study and to learn and to grow and to pivot when I need to pivot based off real live situations, so that you can have the opportunity to make informed decisions based upon your health and your life. I'll see you next time.